Yesterday we derived the formula for the sum of a finite arithmetic series. Now, you have to have these memorized. There is no other way around them, right? Okay, so what you basically need, right, to add all the numbers in a finite sum is, well, you need to know how many there are, right? You can't get away with not knowing how many of the numbers there are. So each of the formulas you can see have n, right? Both of the formulas have n in them because, I mean, how else could you do that? And you always need the starting point, okay? All right, so let's take a look here. Find the indicated sum of each arithmetic series. So, here we go. There is a whole bunch missing, ends with 157. So the first thing we need to do is find n, okay? Now, to find n, you're always going to go back. This is going to be the formula that you rely on the most, right? This is the formula for a sub n, okay? So 157 is equal to -3, n minus 1, and then d we know is 5, right? So when you solve this, n is 33. So there are 33 numbers in this list. Okay, to find the sum now, Sn, right? Okay, so now you have to decide which one of these formulas do you want to use. The first one is a little bit more straightforward. Since we know the first term and the last term, we can just use this one very, very easily. So we're going to do n over 2. A1 plus AN, 33. Maybe you should move closer to the front. Okay, I am going to do some seating changes. I know. Okay, so S sub 33, okay, S sub 33, because that's how much N is 33 over 2, -3 plus 33. Okay, so this is 2,541. So if you multiply if you add all of those numbers, that's what you're going to get, okay? All right, next one. Find the 17th partial sum, which is another word for S sub 17, of this arithmetic series, and we were only given the first three. We don't even have like the last number here, right? So if you don't have the last number given to you, then you can't use that first one. You would use the second one, okay? So here, S sub 17 is 17 over 2 times 2 times 53 plus 17 minus 1 times -22, because that's how much D is. Okay? So, yeah, so you have to find D before you do anything. Okay?
How much is D? -22.
All right, and so this is -2009 D1. Okay. Yep.
For the question above this, I thought that the formula was AN equals A1 plus AN minus A1D.
So there are two formulas, right? In this box, there are two formulas.
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the first part of A where you got N.
AN equals A1. Oh, yeah, it's plus. It should be plus, but it's still 33.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what should be plus?
This here. There's a plus inside there.
Wait, how do you know D is -22?
So you have to do this number minus this number. One number minus the previous number.
31 minus
53. Or you could do 9 minus 31.
Why didn't we use the other formula?
Okay, so you have two formulas. Depending on what you're given, you use one or the other. If you know A sub n, I would use this one. But if you don't know A sub n, but you know D, I would use this one. Okay? All right, any other questions? Okay, so take a look at this next one. Okay. Okay. This is telling you to find the sum from 10 to 32 of n plus 6. Okay? Now, okay, so this is like a whole series, but we want to find the sum of like one part of it. So we're going to start at the 10th term, and then we're going to end at the 36th term. Oh, sorry, 32nd term. So how many total numbers are we adding up? 23, because it's including the 10. Okay? So n, okay, the number of terms there are is 32 minus 10 plus 1. This is the number of terms there are.
Where did the plus 1 from?
Because if you start at 10 and end at 32, you have to include the 10. So if you subtract the 10, you don't include the 10. Right? Okay. So n is 23. Now, the first term, so let's take a look at these formulas. You have a sub 1 and a sub n, okay? When you're adding up a series, a sub 1 just refers to the first one that you're adding, not necessarily the first in the original series. Does that make sense? And then the a sub n is the last one that you're adding. So for example, you know, if you had like 120 terms, but you're just adding just a part of it, this first number you add is a1 and this is an, okay? All right, so here now, the first term is a sub 10, which is 10 plus 6, 16. The last term is a sub 32, which is 38. Now, what is the formula? The formula is S sub n equals n over 2, a1 plus an. Okay, this stands for the first term. This stands for the last term in the chunk that we're adding. So here we have S sub 32. This is, oh my God, it's 23, sorry.
Wait, how did we get the A 32 is 38?
Because it's n plus 6.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to be 23 over 2, 16 plus 38, and that will be 621. Okay? All right. And with that, let's finish up homework.